You have also mentioned that China has perhaps the largest number of robots worldwide. And I guess maybe the reason that you said that is you have noticed China's recent humanoid robot boom, with robots participating in so many different and interesting events like torch relay, playing folk dance in the Chinese New Year gala, and working in the factories, etc. So taking that as example, and also maybe to take a broader look at the development, how do you see the country's emphasis in development, in innovation, as well as technological advancement?
Well, I've not just seen robots in exhibitions. I went a few weeks ago to Shenzhen and actually went to visit a small factory manufacturing robots and actually watched the robot dance. Very impressive. And you know, one statistic which I always tell my friends from overseas is that if there's one country that is preparing for the future well, it is China. Because 1 in 6 human beings in the world is Chinese. But 1 in 3 robots in the world is Chinese.
Oh, really?
And 1 in 2 baby robots being born every day is Chinese. So China is producing far more robots than any other country is. So clearly it is preparing for the world of the future when we will have, for example, labor shortages as you know, as you develop an aging society. So China is wisely investing in robots. But I hope that China will also share its learning and expertise with other countries also, because robots like that can also be helpful even to developing countries, because you can enhance the productivity of their populations, of their factories, and so on and so forth. So the world should be happy that China is leading the world in manufacturing and producing robots.
And maybe this is also part of the reason that you said that the idea that China is not innovative enough is crazy.
I actually published an article. You know, there are two leading journals in the United States on international relations. One is Foreign Affairs,
Yes.
and the other is Foreign Policy. And last year, I co-authored an article with 2 other co-authors saying that all the efforts to stop China's scientific and technological development will fail. And it has failed always. You know, for example, the Soviet Union tried to prevent the spread of nuclear technology to China. China developed its own. The United States didn't want to share its technology on its International Space Station with China. China developed its own space station. So clearly, efforts to stop China in the area of scientific innovation and technological development have failed. And so it'd be wiser for the West, including the United States, to work with China rather than to try and stop China's development.